So this picture, which is in your notes packet, is actually a picture of Martin Luther King Jr. right here. This is at the University of Minnesota, the campus. If you've ever driven down University, now this is all filled with like sorority houses, campus living houses. But this is MLK talking about Vietnam at the University of Minnesota. So not only did he talk about civil rights, he also would talk about other issues. Muhammad Ali, fought like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You've maybe heard of him before. Hopefully, you've heard of him before. The greatest boxer of all time. Muhammad Ali in 1966 refused to fight in Vietnam after he was drafted. And you can see Muhammad Ali, and you read those quotes, he never shied away from anything that might be controversial. You know, he was saying, like, I'm not going to go to Vietnam because I don't have any issues with the Vietnamese. And so he refused to go to the US Army, and the government immediately stripped him of his heavyweight title, so all of his victories. And he said that he didn't want to go because he didn't have issues with the Viet Cong, the North Vietnamese people. He was also Muslim. He was born Cassius Clay. He changed his name to Muhammad Ali. And so he had cited religious reasons for his decision to not, serve in the military. He ended up being convicted of draft evasion and sentenced to 5 years in prison, and also fined $10,000 and banned from boxing. He did stay out of prison though because of like the judicial system having lawyers, because he appealed his case, and then ultimately he was able to return to boxing in 1970. So he never actually had to do prison time. Here's a couple other images of protesting Vietnam. This is John Lennon of the Beatles and his wife Yoko. You've probably seen, if you've seen Forrest Gump, this scene might look familiar, of the protesting, the demonstrations outside of the Washington Monument. Right back here, John Kerry, who was a senator for the United States and Secretary of State. He also ran for president and lost. He served in the U.S. Navy in Vietnam. He had requested to go. He was on swift boat duty, and he actually got 2 Purple Hearts while fighting in Vietnam. And he also got a Silver Star as well. His story is pretty interesting. But when he got back from Vietnam, he was the first Vietnam veteran to testify before Congress, as you can see in this picture, about the war. And he was not agreeing with maybe some of the ways that the U.S. was shifting and trying to end the war.